Hello, everyone. Welcome back to your Mystic Guidance with Glowing in Love. It's me, once again, Adam, the 13 Sign Astrologer. And of course, you know my wife, Kat. And if you don't, get to know her. She's a one kick ass Akashic record reader. And boy, you can look at those reviews and see for yourself. But enough about us. Let's talk about what really matters. The full moon in Ophiuchus. Yes, the full moon in Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, the keeper of the esoteric wisdom. Ophiuchus, the wise one. What messages do you have for us all this very full moon? The strawberry moon. Okay, let's see here. So, moon is about emotional needs. Anytime you want to tune into those emotional needs, and the fact that it is an Ophiuchus, you're going to get that esoteric wisdom, that deep esoteric wisdom with your emotional needs. So remember that. And this whole month of June is about the magic of evaluation because it's a strawberry moon. So tune into that. And where is it? It's in the 8th house. You know, that one house of transformation where Ophiuchus really feels at home. And of course, the 8th house is also shared with Scorpio. So, actually, it's the 8th house, and where this full moon in Ophiuchus is, it's highlighting the partners, resources, and work. Yes, so it's time to do some evaluation of partners, resources, and work, and see what really matters deep down into your core. So let's see what this message is all about. The full strawberry moon in Ophiuchus in the 8th house brings an electric sense of transformation that's hard to ignore. This lunation shines a light on shared resources, deep commitments. That's right, deep commitments and the invisible bonds, emotional, financial, and energetic, that tie us to others. In the often misunderstood sign of Ophiuchus, the archetype of the healer and truth seeker, that's right, healer and truth seeker, that keeper of that esoteric wisdom. This moon invites us to evaluate what we're truly exchanging with others, not just money or time, but power, trust, and energy. It's a time to ask, is this mutual? Is it sacred? Ask yourself these questions. Is it worth continuing? Is it worth continuing that job that you don't like? Is it worth continuing to stay up late and wake up early? Is it worth continuing to not get rest? I tell you what, rest is best. Because when I feel rested, I feel energized. All right. So, also, the 8th house intensifies everything from joint business ventures to intimate partnerships and asks us to look beneath the surface for what's truly valuable. So take a close, honest inventory of your shared responsibilities, financial or even emotional, because emotions, I tell you what, you got to have an emotional, stable partner to help you go through those dark nights of the soul, to help you get out of bed when you just lost your mom. You got to have that kind of partner. So really tune into that too, right? So, are you overgiving? Are you ready to restructure dynamics that feels off balance? Let your intuition and discernment guide the next steps. So let's see what's going on a worldwide scale. These themes may include the global discussions around debt relief, inheritance, taxes, or wealth redistribution. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? Why don't we just take a deep breath in and say, wealth redistribution, because holy shit, if the ones that don't have the money all of a sudden got the money and they had all those wonderful ideas, we would be in the new earth. I can tell you that right now. All right, so We may also see breakthroughs in healing modalities or financial reform that feel both mystical and practical. So, not just practical, but also mystical. This full moon reminds us that letting go can be a sacred thing, especially when we're releasing what no longer honors our growth. So, remember that, everyone. It's time to do some evaluation. Evaluation of your material goods, evaluation of your relationship, evaluation of yourself, evaluation. That's what it's all about. You know, Ophiuchus might as well just be hanging right next to Virgo because this month of June is about the evaluation. So, let's tune in to what the special cards have to say, especially this one deck that I love so much, the Sacred Spirit. It speaks to me on such a deep level. So the card here is the Cosmic Ancestors. Learn from those who have walked before you. Voice your concerns. Communicate with your ancestors. Their DNA lives within all of us. So your ancestors are within. The kingdom of God is within. The way in is the way out. If you want to get out of the matrix, go with it. Voice your concerns. Universal conscious coexistence extends beyond millions of years, and our very own DNA has evolved so much that we could very well be our star ancestors that have come back because something might have gone wrong, right? So, hello, star seeds, here we are. So, life beyond our beautiful planet, beyond our earthly incarnations, is forever written among time and space and is available to us within the records of the Akashic Temple. And thank you, Kat. I love you for being able to read those Akashic records, because in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you've been, and she can help you with that. So, yeah. You may feel connected to star energy or be aligned with a more cosmic understanding of the universe than with others. Call upon the energy of all your galactic masters, your guides, your teachers, to assist you in understanding your own personal connection to your star ancestors. Be careful not to get too materialistic, ego-driven, or become narcissistic or even dishonest. And the sacred crystal, the funniest thing, because this crystal was speaking to me earlier today, not knowing what was going on, and I even talked to Kat, and I said, Kat, isn't Larimar the one we were talking about all day? Can't even make it up. Cosmic ancestors speaking to us, and Larimar. I couldn't believe it. An angel here to assist would be our guardian angel, Kaliel. And whenever I thought about that, I thought about Kal, which is Superman. So I was like, interesting. Superman could be guiding us. Woohoo! Integrity, passion, and purpose. And the affirmation here is, I continuously evolve with yeah, sure. with conscious action. Yes, you would say that over and over. I continuously evolve with conscious action. And throw cosmic in there if you want to. I continuously evolve with cosmic conscious action. Woo! Yeah, let's do it. All right, so here we go. Some animals walking with us for this full moon. Elephant. And if some of you out there know how the elephant is, that elephant, Ganesh, knows how to remove those obstacles. So I was thinking, as soon as I saw the element, obstacles will be cleared this month of June, especially when you really tune into that evaluation. You know what I'm saying? So, elephant, open yourself to true abundance. And then the archangels of Mary and Raphael. So, Open yourself to the true abundance of life. Allow for this evaluation to happen. And then we have here the other animal walking with us is the rat. And I laughed at cat the moment I saw this card. And some of you out there might understand it more than others. Be true to yourself, and the universe will reward you. So once again, be true to yourself, and the universe will reward you. No one else has to reward you. If you are true to yourself, the universe will reward you and guide you to the highest timeline. Be true to yourself. And then we have the archangels Gabriel and Zadkiel. So learn to be true to yourself. And then we have the spirit message. This is once again for the whole collective. Then we're going to get into the dice and find out what's going on between Aries all the way to Pisces, including Ophiuchus. So, collective, never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You, collective, are precious. You, collective, are worthy. Humanity, wake up and realize your truest potential. It's time. Ophiuchus is here. Embrace Ophiuchus. Embrace that esoteric wisdom. All right, now let's get into your mystic guidance for this full moon in Ophiuchus with Aries, the ram, the warrior, the pioneer. Let's see what is happening for you. Well, we have Mercury, which is about conveying messages. It's about communication, Aries. And then Aries. Communicate, Aries, communicate. And the 10th house, something about your career, Aries. Really tune into that. Convey your message to allow your public image to express itself. So, definitely evaluation on that, Aries. And now for Taurus. Taurus, the bull, the steadfast one. Taurus, the planner. We have Venus, it's what you love and value more than anything else. And then Pisces. Pisces, the dreamer. Taurus, have you tuned into your dreams? All the possibilities? And then the second house, which is your natural house, Taurus. It's where you're building your character. You're learning how to earn. You learn to earn. Yeah. Pay your own way. Get into the financial security. Think of that during this month of June, this evaluation for you when it comes to your finances, Taurus. Now let's tune into Gemini. Gemini, the twins. Gemini, the communicator. Gemini, the thinker. We have Jupiter. Jupiter's all about expansion. This expansion, this growth, it could be any type of growth, intellectual, spiritual, emotional. So this growth is going to bring more expansion for you. And then it's all about building your character during this time, Gemini. What message are you conveying to others? Build that character. Work on your earning ability. And then financial security. And it seems like in the 9th house, which is the natural house of Sagittarius, that's the long distance travels, that's the trips, the spiritual journeys, the philosophy, the spirituality. Tune into that, Gemini. Tune into building your character around being that philosopher as you go throughout your journeys. All right, now let's go to Cancer. Cancer, the crab, the nurturing mother, goes from side to side towards its goals, never straight on. Cancer. All right, here we go. We have Mars. Mars, taking that action, that will, that determination. And then Pisces, taking the action with compassion, empathy, understanding, intuition, exercising those abilities, Cancer. And then the eighth house, the house of transformation. So the more action you take, Cancer, with your intuition and your psychic abilities, it causes a transformative experience for not just you, but others as well. You're a nurturing mother sign, Cancer. All right, so that's a evaluation for this month of June with that full moon in Ophiuchus. All right, now we're going to Leo. Leo the lion, ever so playful. Leo the charismatic, inspirational one. We have Uranus. Uranus is all about being the rebel, the liberator, the unconventional thinker. And then we have a Scorpio. Scorpio is really tapped into emotions, like so deep in those emotions that investigation begins. So, unconventional ways to investigate when it comes to number 7, which is natural house of Libra, which is all about relationships and harmony. So, these one-to-one relationships, this marriage, tune into that, Leo. So tune in to those unconventional, innovative ways of investigating your own partnerships, your marriage, or even your shadow self, Leo, during this month of June with this evaluation. And now for Virgo. Virgo, the maiden, the analyzer, the critical thinker. Virgo, the intuitive nurse. We have Uranus. Uranus is all about, once again, futuristic thinking, humanitarian projects, liberation, and then we have Cancer. Cancer, the nurturing mother. Think of non-conventional or untraditional ways, and I said that on purpose, right? Think of those ways that are non-traditional, even, unconventional, of nurturing yourself. How do you do the self-care for yourself, Virgo? And then here, the 10th house, which is the natural house of Capricorn. It's about building that structure. It's about building a career, a legacy. So think of those non-traditional, nurturing ways of building your public image or even your reputation during this time, Virgo. And of course, you have that full moon in Ophiuchus to assist you during this month of June, which is all about the magic of evaluation. All right, now going on to Libra. Libra, the scales of justice, the diplomat, the artist. Let's see what we have for you. The mystic guidance coming through for you, Libra. We've got Venus, which you are familiar with, considering you and Taurus both are ruled by Venus. So Libra, tune into what you truly love and value when it comes to communication, because Gemini is next. So tune into what you love and value. Data collecting, taking that information in with your eyes, your ears, all your senses, combining. And then the 9th house, which is the natural house of Sagittarius. So that's your trips and your spiritual journeys, your philosophy, your beliefs. What do you love and value, and what are you communicating to others, even foreigners, about your own personal beliefs or your own philosophy? Tune into that and use that evaluation, this magic here, this magic of evaluation for this month of June, Libra. All right, now Scorpio. Scorpio, the scorpion. Scorpio, the deeply emotional, investigative one. We got Jupiter. Jupiter is all about that expansion. And what's next is Cancer. So expansion when it comes to nurturing yourself, nurturing others. But remember, the expansion happens more when you're learning to nurture yourself And the third house, which is the house of relatives, of neighbors, correspondence. So tune into that, Scorpio. What do you feel can expand for you when you are nurturing yourself more than your neighbors or more than your relatives at all? Any correspondence going on? Take time out before you decide to go to the grocery store or the gym or the post office. Take time out for yourself, Scorpio. It's okay. Me time is good. So remember to do that, especially during this month of June, this magic of evaluation. Now for Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, this is all you, buddy. Ophiuchus. What mystic guidance is coming through for you? We have Mercury, which is all about the communication, all about conveying that message. Then we have Pisces. Pisces, the dreamer, the compassionate, intuitive. And then the fourth house, the house of family, the natural house of Cancer. So, what message are you conveying? And is it compassionate towards your own family, towards your property? Tune into that, Ophiuchus. What deep esoteric wisdom do you want to share with your own family? Tune into that. Once you do awaken to realization that you are Ophiuchus, the game changes because Ophiuchus is here to awaken the others. Ophiuchus is here to help awaken humanity. That's why Ophiuchus is being called to family, even your soul family. Learn to be compassionate, intuitive, and exercise your psychic abilities, Ophiuchus. You got this. All right, now Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the centaur, half man, half horse, the adventurer, the optimistic one. Sagittarius, the seeker of truth and knowledge. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you. We have Mars. Mars is all about that action, that will, that determination. So, what action are you wanting to achieve during this time, Sagittarius, this month of June? And you can really analyze that because Virgo's next here. So we got Mars and Virgo in the third house. The third house, once again, it is the house of relatives, correspondence, neighbors, early education. It is that kind of house where you go to the post office, grocery store, the gym, and that's just what you do. So when you take action and you analyze the situations you find yourself in with your relatives, with your neighbors, then you really start to evaluate. Use that magic of evaluation during this time, Sagittarius. All right, now Capricorn. Capricorn the goat. Capricorn the structured, ambitious. Capricorn the builder. We got Neptune. So what are you dreaming about these days, Capricorn? Neptune in Capricorn in the 11th house. So Neptune is about dreams or seeing beyond the illusion. And then Capricorn is about that structure, that discipline. So it's a structured vision during this time, Capricorn. And it's the 11th house. So it's that time, Capricorn, with humanity, the friendship circles, the social groups, really starting to open up your vision, Capricorn, to ground your reality into this life during this time, Capricorn. Remember, that's why you're here, to awaken humanity. Enjoy it. It is fun. Remember, life is just a game, so have fun. Also, tune into your friendship circles and your social groups. Are they helping you ground your vision? Are they allowing that structure and that discipline to happen? Are they helping you build? what you came here to build. All right. Remember, tune into that for this magic of evaluation this month of June. And now, Aquarius. Aquarius, the water builder. Aquarius, the water bearer. The psychologist of the zodiac. Aquarius, the psychic scientist. Let's see what mystic guidance is coming through for you. Look at that. Uranus, which is naturally your ruler, Aquarius. And then we have Capricorn and the 10th house. So we have liberation and then Capricorn, their structure. So there's some kind of liberation from the structure that you felt when it comes to your own career, Aquarius. You're starting to break the mold. You're starting to go outside the box of structured career. You're starting to be your innovative self, your inventive self, your futuristic self during this time. Full moon in Ophiuchus this June, this magic of evaluation. Tune into that, Aquarius. And now for Pisces. Pisces! The two fish, the one fish swims towards spirituality, the other fish swims towards the material world. Pisces, the intuitive, compassionate. Pisces, the dreamer. We have North Node. So it's what you truly desire. Tune in to what you truly desire during this time, Pisces. And then Cancer. Nurturing mother. Nurturing yourself. Learning to nurture yourself. And then we have the 6th house, which is the natural house of Virgo. So that's where you're going to get your health, your healing, your service to yourself, your service to others, your daily routines, even habits. Tune into that, Pisces. What you truly desire more than anything else, your soul path of nurturing, learning to nurture and nourish yourself before you go off and nurture others. Remember, self-care is very important, and it's time to evaluate how much self-care you allow yourself before you go and serve others. Tune into that, Pisces, with this magic of evaluation for this month of June. And once again, if any of you out there would love to hear more about yourself, you can go ahead and get a hold of me or Kat if you want the Akashic record. She's available. Well, we're gonna find out, right? You can always email us and find out. Or astrology. I mean, this 13th sign astrology, it's something, it's such a game changer. I myself was taught as a 12 sign astrologer, and I denied the 13th sign not once, not twice, but 3 times. So I know where you're coming from. It is really hard to change your character midway through the freaking act or whatever, you know? But that's the thing. If you're ready to step into the new paradigm, that's where you will allow Ophiuchus to awaken abilities you never knew you had. So I encourage all of you out there, if you haven't done so yet, to reach out to us and see what we can offer you and how you can invest in yourself. All right, now, enjoy this full moon in Ophiuchus. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep glowing in love.